What is up, everybody? Enderstorm here, and welcome back to episode 16 of Prophecy of the Throne. I keep saying every episode that this is near the end, but I'm not completely sure, because the percentage didn't actually come back. Last time, it's been about a day and a half since I actually recorded, because I recorded 2 episodes in one day, because I had some stuff going on yesterday, and I wouldn't be home enough to do this. I am recording and posting this a little later in the day, but we all got stuff to do in our lives. But let's get right back in this. If you're new here, you don't have to, but it would help me out if you guys subscribed or at least liked the video. But yeah. Warning, handling a girl.
Okay.
That's probably Priscilla.
What's up, kid? So, you like this place enough to come back, do you?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you remember me this time. I must be moving on up in the world. I never thought the day would come that you'd recognize me.
Don't make it sound like I can't put a face to a custom. It ain't easy remembering someone who only came by once over a month ago.
Are you sure? I don't know. Subaru's got kind of a memorable face, if you know what I mean.
Ah, the pretty girl you've got with you is different. I always remember pretty faces.
Thank you. But please take
Proper
a look at
eloquent.
Subaru. His gallant appearance is not so easily forgettable after a passing glance.
See? Rem agrees with me. And no, I'm not simping on Subaru. No.
I don't know about gallant, but some people have said my eyes haunt them in their dreams.
Maybe if he turned into a car. I hate myself. I blame Nick for this.
I don't agree with the young lady, but you've got a messed up sense of humor, kid.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, you came all the way out here. Am I wrong in thinking you didn't come just to chat?
Of course. Or, well, I want to say that, but...
We came to buy more appas.
But... Oh, right. Your message. Don't worry. I passed it along. His expression changed when I told him, though. Not sure what that was all about.
I understand your curiosity, but it's not something I can talk about openly. Sorry.
Doesn't bother me. Nothing good comes from sticking your nose into other people's business anyway.
This man understands respect.
Besides, the old man helped me out once too, so it's no problem.
Then I won't pry either. Who cares about what happened between 2 old dudes anyway?
Shut it.
You call them old.
Sir, about our business here.
Ah, right. So, what do you want? You are buying something, right?
Yes, we're paying customers. Relax. But before we do, I want to ask you something. Have you seen a princess in red walk by here today?
A princess in red?
I know it's very vague, but how else do I describe her? Once you hear that, you'd know exactly who Priscilla is. I decided to get her some appas, and she found so interesting as a gift for when we visit her. But if she's already stopped by here and bought out the shop herself, it'll be pointless. Fortunately, the stall still hasn't closed, so there were no traces of Priscilla's bulk purchase here.
So, did you?
I'm not getting it. Who is this red princess you're talking about?
Seeing him shake his head means he really doesn't know her.
Never mind. If she didn't immediately come to mind, you must not have seen her.
I still don't get it, but what does that mean for you? Are you not gonna buy anything if this red princess of yours didn't stop by?
The opposite, actually. If she did pass by, there'd be no reason for me to be here right now. So, in that case, I'll be taking 10 appas today, too. Everyone loves when I bring them a good batch of these.
Well, that's great. I'll get them ready for you.
Thanks.
Appas as her gift. Will they really be enough?
I get why you're worried, but this is our best shot. These will whet her appetite for sure. Although, the reason she's interested in them is a bit strange.
Yeah, it honestly is, because she thinks appas are white. Either out of ignorance or her noble upbringing, she doesn't know about whole unpeeled appas. if I emphasize that point, she should be excited to take them.
Now, let's just hope the manor Al told us about isn't empty.
Why, if it isn't Subaru.
Huh? That voice.
It sounds familiar.
That's right.
Oh, it's
me,
Sakura.
Sakura. Do you remember?
Wait, I don't remember running into Sakura in this yet.
Oh, what a coincidence meeting you here like this.
You've got that right. Subaru and Rem, was it? So we meet again.
Sakura, whom I met rather unexpectedly, shows us a soft smile. She had come to Roswell's manor as an emissary along with Tiga, but I was unable to meet her at the church yesterday.
It is a pleasure seeing you today, Miss Sakura. Thank you for your visit to our manor as an emissary the other day. Oh no, that's just part of my job. Did you two come to the royal capital for business too?
Why, yes, we did.
Yep. We went to pay a visit to the church yesterday, but...
Yes, I've heard about that from Melty and Tiga. Oh, that reminds me. You've heard, haven't you?
Huh? About what?
Oh, come now. Don't be like that. About Melty, of course.
Sadly, yes.
Oh, that. It was more like Melty blurted everything out on her own.
How would I be able to contact them while hiding the fact that I know Melty is a royal candidate? I was really concerned about that, but Melty being the airhead, she is let everything slip out, which was rather convenient for me.
Well, secrets always find some way to leak. It's not as if we could hide it forever anyway.
Yeah, true, because it'll come out in a few days.
You mean...
Sakura surprises me for a moment. It's almost as if she's talking about what's to come tomorrow. Tomorrow, they'll discuss and delay the royal selection at the castle. Does Melty's camp know about that already?
Well, it makes sense for them to know about it. I guess?
Tiga mentioned it before, but Melty was the last royal candidate to make herself known. Because of that, they accepted the responsibility of delivering the news to Roswell. If during all this, they were in frequent contact with the Council of Wise Men, they may have heard something they weren't supposed to yet. On top of that, the mediator of civil officials, Rickard, is one of Melty's sympathizers. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't put him past letting a few things leak out here and there. Sympathizers. That's what it says. That's why.
The secret couldn't be hidden forever. You can't stop people from flapping their gums after all.
Yeah, true. Secret comes out eventually.
My, what an interesting expression. Flapping their gums. Yes, that's exactly it.
Sakura nods, along with my statement. She generally gives off a gentle impression, but the air about her has become tense.
Miss Sakura? What is it? What business do you have here? Is it in regards to the royal selection? No, not at all. I was dispatched as Melty and Tiga's overseer, after all. Their overseer?
I didn't know that. Melty and Tiga are childhood friends, so I thought you were just as close to them.
Oh, don't get me wrong. They are quite dear to me. However, I follow the will of the church above all else. Well, to be exact, I obey Mother's wishes.
Who's your mother?
Mother? Is your mom some bigwig in the Transcendent Dragon Church or something?
Oh my, aren't you a curious little thing? If you keep up this inquiry, Rem and Miss Amelia will broil in jealousy, you know.
No, he's just asking you a question. I don't think he's trying to be a simp for you.
I will not be overridden with jealousy over this. Even if I was to be broiled, I would be broiled to perfection.
Nothing gets past Rem.
That's an interesting expression.
Yeah, and Rem's serious pout face.
Well, anyway, while I support Melty, I have no reason to fret over her campaign.
But the church wants Melty to succeed, right?
I avoid mentioning anything about her goal of the becoming the next ruler, considering where we are, but even without mentioning it, it's still implied.
At any rate, the royal selection will make a decision before long now. Call it a hunch.
I'll keep that in mind. Let's do things honorably and duel this out fair and square.
Very good. Though Melty and Miss Amelia are the contenders, not us.
Yeah, but Melty's sweet. Amelia's sweet. I don't know about the fake candidate. I still feel like you're sus, but you're kind of pulling me towards not thinking that anyway. But that's what they do. It do be like that.
That's true, but still.
I scratch my head at the candor.
Well,
At her
I
candle.
don't want to intrude and be on the receiving end of Rem's glares any longer. So I'll be going.
Good. Get out of here.
Rem would never be so impolite. But thank you for your consideration. How very cute. Now you be careful, Subaru. Treat a girl wrong and you'll come to regret it later.
If you mean Rem, then I already know that firsthand.
I've been on the receiving end of Rem's torment forever. Yeah, Rem killed you once. I don't want to think about that. That was sad. It's been firmly embedded in my mind that making these girls angry will never end well.
Man, she just didn't let up. Anyway, funny seeing her here.
It would seem Sir Tika and Miss Sakura are advisors to Miss Melty. Rem was being cautious, but we should both be wary of letting any sensitive information slip.
I think
Exactly.
we did fine. I don't remember saying anything I shouldn't have.
Even though I'm prepared for it, I don't think I'll ever get used to probing others like that. I wonder if there's a way to make this easier.
Hey, kid!
Oh, whoa.
Yeah?
What's up? You scared me.
Don't give me that. I already finished getting your appas together, so I was waiting for you to finish your little chat.
No, I took that whole conversation for you to get all 10 appas.
Oh, we apologize for not noticing sooner. We will pay right away.
Thanks. You know, my customers wouldn't be happy for making them wait so long. If I was busy, that is.
It's kinda sad that you'd acknowledge that.
Shut it! Here's your appas and thanks for the business.
I'm sorry. Pushed away by his intense voice, we shuffle off to our next destination. I just threw a pencil across my desk. The estate of the Red Princess, Priscilla.
This is Miss Priscilla's manor.
Yikes. Is that a sapphire on the top? I think that is.
Well, it certainly looks the part. There's gold everywhere you look. And the
Yeah, and there's-
courtyard's filled with all these strange-looking sculptures.
Yeah, and there's a giant sapphire on the roof of the building. Or whatever. This is my first time actually coming here, but I imagined, though, this place is beyond anything I've ever imagined. Wait, as I thought, this is a... Yeah,
You think
alright.
there's a
You guys
solid
get the
gold
point.
statue of Priscilla around here? If they have this much bad taste to show off, you'd think they'd go the extra mile.
Roasted.
Whoa there. That's awfully rude of you to say when you came to peep into someone else's home.
That voice.
You're lucky I overheard you and not the princess. Otherwise, your head would be on the chopping block. Words can lead to war, you know.
Subaru, please stand back. This man is highly suspicious.
It's Al. Al is actually a cool dude.
I get it, but calm down, Rem. I know he looks extremely weird, but he's on the other side of the gate. That can only mean...
He is a dubious home invader.
No.
What
They
a
both said
funny
no.
little lady. Then she's got an equally amusing guy with her. Look, I won't say anything, so just scram. The princess is more fickle than a cat, so you'll be in big trouble if you offend her.
thanks for the warning. But while a part of me would love to go home, I can't just turn back now.
Oh? So you're saying you have a reason to be here then? Exactly what kind of business do you have with us?
We're trying to figure out who the imposter is. You see, you haven't been told that there's an imposter yet, but I'm from the future. Well, theoretically from the future. So, if you just let me waltz on in there and talk to your bloody princess that murders all of her husbands for some psychotic reason, just like Nick murdered in village just to get a certain mending villager in his Minecraft house. You know, yeah. Just let us. I'm theoretically immortal. Yeah, let's go.
Let your princess know that the envoy of royal candidate Amelia has arrived, and we'd appreciate a little chat.
And you've gone through the trouble of stealing away my time, so this must be of appropriate value now.
Oh, you're gonna be a jerk about it. Maybe I should leave. Priscilla tilts her head slightly at me, wordlessly pressuring me with as much intensity as Crochet or Anastasia. But unlike those two, who pressure me at opportune moments, Priscilla threatens my very being with her constant frightening aura. Crochet and Anastasia occasionally turn into lioness as they were talking, but Priscilla is always in that heightened state.
All I can do is shrivel away under this lion's gaze.
I get how you feel, bro. If you stay quiet like that, the princess's mood will change in a snap.
Yeah, Al, I think I know why you wear a helmet, my dude. What did she do to you? How do you keep your cool?
I know that! Who are you calling bro?
Al, blink if you're okay. Blink if you are okay. Don't blink if you need help.
Isn't that obvious? I'm talking about you.
Al, I can't tell if you're blinking. Blink if you need help. Wait, blink if you're okay. Come on.
Be quiet, Al. I am the one making conversation here. When did I ever give you permission to interrupt?
Right. Shutting up now.
Al waves his one arm and goes quiet in an almost detached manner. I wanted to question him some more, but it looks like that's not going to happen now. If I take my eyes off Priscilla, my head will definitely be rolling. I died in this world plenty of times to at least know how deadly Priscilla can be.
Well, first off, thank you for granting us this audience.
Cease your pointless preambles. Do not waste my precious time. Be quick about it and get to the point.
Got it. Then first, take this.
Engulfed in her intimidation, I nervously hold out a bag of appas. Unlike at the stall, the appas feel like heavy rocks in a frail bag inside this palace. I start doubting if this was the right choice for an offering. No, I can't hesitate here. The die has long since been cast. All that's left is to hope for a favorable outcome.
And what is this?
We thought it'd be rude to visit empty-handed, so we brought a gift. I got them from a stall I'm fond of. I can guarantee their quality. Not to mention,
What now?
I thought they might pique your interest in some way.
Al?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Al takes a bag at Priscilla's orders and peeks inside and tilts his covered head.
Huh? This is your gift to the princess?
Yep. You can inspect it to your heart's content, but that won't change what it is.
Inspect it? Hey, little lady. Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
No, there is no mistake. That is exactly what Subaru bought.
Oh, come on.
After hearing our answers, I can almost see the bewilderment through his helmet. But I still can't see if you're blinking. Actually, let's change it. Blink if you need help. Blink if you need out of there. Come on, Al. What did she do to you? Is that... Oh, this is so funny. Seeing her knight's confession, Priscilla impatiently rests her chin on one of her hands.
What is it, Al? Don't just stand there in confusion for so long. Show me what they brought.
That's, well, I'd love to, but I think it'd just anger you, Princess. I can't imagine you being too thrilled over this.
I shall be the one to decide as such. Do not make me repeat myself, Al.
Yes, Your Highness. This is what they've gifted you.
Al casually walks over to Priscilla and shows her the contents of the bag. Her responses will decide Rem and my fate. Thinking of it that way, maybe I should have brought Rem along. I shouldn't have brought Rem along. She'll be a witness to my downfall. Although if Priscilla does go off the deep end, I don't know how I would escape without Rem. Yeah, Rem keeps a morning star with her, and I don't know where she hides it, but that thing is horrifying.
Please don't let it turn out like that.
As I fervently beg and plead for my life and mind, Priscilla's expression changes when she peeks inside the bag. That's when
What is this strange fruit?
I hear that exact response I was hoping for.
To think apples are originally red. It appears you have managed not to start this off with a blunder by gifting them to me ripened and unpeeled like this.
Priscilla then proceeds to eat a piece of an apple that was cut and neatly arranged on a plate. I hear the crunch of her biting the fresh fruit, and a tangy aroma wafts through the room.
Still, though.
What is it, Al? Is there an issue?
No, I know it's fine for you to eat something after it's been checked for poison. But it kind of excites me when I think how you're basically eating my leftovers. Ow! My armor doesn't protect me there.
Where'd he get hit?
It's only natural for my beauty to arouse men. But do not announce it each time. Indulge yourself in silence.
Oh, did he get hit in the nuts? Ouch, dude. We all know your pain. That's why I'm telling you to blink if you need help. Come on, Al. Do it. Take off the helmet and blink.
I will not forbid your mind to ruminate on such affairs. Doing so would only be cruel.
So, you'll let me conjure up as many indecent thoughts as I want, Princess? As expected. That's what I love about... Oh!
I told you not to speak of it. You have a rather interesting master-servant relationship. Is Sir Al your knight, Miss Priscilla? Him? My knight? Do not make me laugh. He is but a mere jester who entertains me, so I keep him nearby. In that sense, that half-devil girl is doing the same. Do not tell me this commoner is her knight.
I am her knight.
May not be her knight, but don't ever call Amelia a half-devil again. I won't allow it.
Half-devil is a derogatory term for half-elves. I've seen twice now that post-moment discussion just how it hurt Amelia looked after being caught. This doesn't make any sense. I've seen twice now how the post-moment discussion just how hurt Amelia looked. Okay. I can't let something like that just slide because Amelia isn't here.
Are you commanding me? I will only forgive such impudence once, in light of your merit in gifting me apples. My kindness will not be exerted a second time.
The same goes for you. Amelia is a half-elf. You have no right to call her a half-devil.
She narrows her eyes, doubling down on her intimidating aura. Honestly, it feels like my organs are being squashed.
Subaru.
Rem looks at me with concern. From beside me, it looks like she's planning to risk her life to protect me if Priscilla were to go on the offensive. While I appreciate her resolve, I rein her in with a wave of my hand. Rem can quickly jump the gun, so I don't want her to do anything hasty. Finally.
Princess? This conversation isn't really going anywhere. So maybe you ought to show some leniency here.
Are you telling me to yield, Al?
Yield.
I know you think it means the same as losing, but I think showing some tolerance here would be a big win for you. No? I'm sure you'd get a little on edge if people started mocking you for your chest size behind your back, wouldn't you?
My breasts represent my abundant heart. Why would I ever get upset about anyone pointing that out?
Really? And to be honest, I've been internally calling out your big boobs all the time, but that's no!
Good one, Al. Stop hitting him in the dick. Priscilla beats up Al, then folds her arms in that emphasizes her voluptuous chest. Voluptuous chest. Okay. Her red eyes glare at me once again.
My jester's antics have swayed my interest. I will pretend I never heard you.
Hey, wait, what about our meeting?
Subaru, please step back.
Rem?
Rem grabs my arm and pulls me back. Priscilla curls her lips, then she stares Rem down.
This demi-human maid of yours seems to be far more composed.
She's not a
You must
wait.
find it quite agitating dealing with a companion like him.
She's just a demon. She's not really a demi-human.
Rem stays with Subaru by choice. I cannot understand how you see some charm in such a commoner.
Priscilla slowly shakes her head, then eruptively points a finger at Rem and me.
I have received your gift of Avas, and your faces have been looked over by my eyes. You may return from this audience with that honor. That is all I have left to say. I have no intention of wasting any more of my time on you.
Wait a minute!
Right as Priscilla turns her back to leave, I call out once more with all the courage I have left. I look her in the eyes as she turns around, is ice cold. In complete contrast, her fiery red eyes. The moment I misspeak at all, Priscilla will kill me without mercy. It's the same as when I encouraged the bowel hunter, at the loot house, or when Rem glared at me with eyes full of hatred under the sunset at that time. However,
Just let me ask you one thing. Have you ever heard of a man called Wolf?
I don't care if my head goes off flying off my body. It's the one thing I need to ask.
No. Are you satisfied?
Yeah, that'll do.
Then make haste and be gone before I change my mind.
You really are a jerk. I wouldn't be surprised if she changes her mind as she speaks. My breath escapes my body, and I'm unable to respond.
Let me escort them outside. Be sure to leave some apples for me, Princess.
Al's casual comment is the only thing that gives my stiff legs a chance to lift myself up. Why do people have to text me during a recording?
Man, I thought you were a goner for sure at the end there, bro.
Not that I have a problem. It's just like, you guys can hear the Windows sound. Man.
Huh? What's up? Why are you and the little lady so quiet? You managed to escape the lion's den alive. Shouldn't you be thrilled about that?
What?
Huh?
What's there to be happy about?
Oh, they messaged me because the first episode of Dr. Stone, The Stone Wars, is dubbed. Oh, I'm waiting for the whole sub to come out, and I'm gonna watch that all subbed.
Whoa! What's with all this shouting?
Yes.
So scary. I seriously thought she'd kill me. How the hell can you serve under that woman?
Whoa there. You became way too blunt the moment we stepped out of the manor. But I do get how you feel.
Like I said, blink if you need help.
And to answer your question, I'm working for the princess because she's so sexy and beautiful.
Oh. Blink if you need help.
It's kind of funky how superficial that answer is. Or maybe I should actually be impressed that you toe the line every day just for that reason?
Al has such an easygoing attitude, but I'd never be able to do such a thing for that reason like that.
You're so different from me, who works hard for the cute and adorable Mealy. Wait, hold on. Are we actually the same?
In a way, yeah.
Well, that's just how men are, bro.
Al laughs loudly at me, but I really can't accept us being so alike.
However, I'm glad that you are safe. Rem thought it would be the end for us as well.
You too, Rem? Sorry for doing something so risky, but I had to ask her that.
If you thought it was necessary, then I would not have stopped you. But I just ask that you please take care of yourself in the process. Otherwise, Rem cannot help but worry.
Rem puts her hand on her chest, and I feel her concern strike as a devastating blow. It's true that I crossed into unknown territory without much thought. But once I did...
I couldn't have done this alone. And you were there with me, Rem.
What did Rem do?
Helped me a lot.
You were by my side through it all. So I figured you'd just take care of everything if something went down.
It was a result of relying on Rem's strength that pulled us through. Though, saying as much doesn't really paint me in a positive light, but...
Subaru, thank you for having faith in me.
Yeah, Rem. Rem's amazing.
Whoa, wait a minute!
They both said that. Rem is deeply moved by my words. Both Al and me interject at the same time.
That plan is way too reliant on other people. Little lady, you shouldn't be so willing to accept that.
I don't like that it's coming from you, but I can't deny it. I'll try to handle things on my own next time.
No, it's okay. Rem wants to work extra hard for Subaru's sake.
Aww.
Moreover, please do not take that away from me. If Rem is not helpful to you, Rem will kill you and follow soon after.
Is she saying she's gonna kill Subaru and then kill herself? No.
How could you say such a thing and still be so cute?
Exactly. Subaru's got it exactly right.
Boy, she must really care about you. I'm getting jealous.
I am positive you will experience the same at some point as well, Sir Al. Your first step would be to find a more appropriate occupation.
That's pretty proper advice. It may not seem like it, but the gig I got is already a steady gig, you know?
As Miss Priscilla's jester?
You're starting to make me doubt myself when you ask so sincerely.
Rem and Al continue to have a serious conversation about the future prospects. I give them a sidelong glance as I turn back and look at the mansion we just left. I'm sure Priscilla had taken us off her mind already, but she still makes me tremble. Despite having Rem with me, even I thought I was being pretty reckless, but I did get something out of it in exchange.
Priscilla didn't even budge when I mentioned Wolf's name.
Of course, if she was a natural-born liar, she could easily lie, but even she didn't know.
But anyone would be surprised when caught off guard. Priscilla didn't have any such reaction.
Seemed like it.
Well, that's how it seemed to me anyway.
But on that end, I don't want to question the things I've seen for myself anymore.
If I don't believe what I'm seeing with my own eyes, I'll never know what to base my decisions on, and I'll keep faltering at every step. However...
Now that I've spoken with all three of the potentially fake candidates, I haven't found anything to decisively point the finger at any of them.
Anastasia was attacked by Wolf, which gives her a point in her favor. And Priscilla didn't seem to know who I was talking about. Then does that mean it's actually Cruce?
No. Melty. As of now, the only one I hadn't actively taken steps to try to gain their information from is Crochet. I only removed her from the list because I want to believe she wouldn't do something like this, but on the other hand, I don't have anything to base that trust on. So does that mean I should test her?
Do I really suspect her? Honestly, I never gave it much thought before.
But it may be that this has been my blind spot. I need to estimate all possibilities.
Suspect her so I can trust her, huh? Damn, I sound so hypocritical when I actually say it out loud.
Yeah. A gloomy mood takes over as I hesitate about my next move, but then...
You know, I've been thinking about how the way you refer to yourself is pretty confusing.
Confusing? What do you mean?
Well, your name is Rom, right? So why do you refer to yourself as Rem?
No, this is Rem. Her sister is Rom.
Sir Al, no, I am the one who is confused. Rem's name is Rem.
Uh-huh.
Rom is Rem's older sister's name. I beg your pardon, but are you familiar with Rem's twin sister?
I think it's cute that she technically talks in third person. I forgot her name, but who does the voice? They do perfect with Rem. Because Rem is supposed to be that sweet, kind of shy person, very caring. And then there's Rom, which is the opposite. Like, Rom's still a good person. She just can have a snappy attitude. And that voice, that dub voice actually works perfectly with her, too. And, I just... They did spot on with Rem's voice. That's why she's perfect. Al goes silent at Rem's question. Unlike his lighthearted demeanor from before, he is now deep in thought with a serious and solemn expression.
Don't joke like that. You are Rom, aren't you?
No, that's Rem.
No.
Don't mess with me.
Oh, gosh dang it. I skipped that. Al mutters to himself in a low voice. As he does, Rem's face tenses up and she jumps back. Seeing the two put distance between themselves, all I can do is watch, eyes wide, wondering what just happened.
Hey, what's going on? What's gotten into you two all of a sudden?
I'm sorry. It's just that Sir Al's expression...
Al?
Sensing Rem's confusion, I step in between the two and call out to Al. I can't see his expression under his helmet, but from the way his head's hung slightly, the cheerful air about him had completely faded.
Huh?
I skipped again. Gosh dang it. I need to stop. Wait a minute. For a single second, a figure on the other side of the road, I'd never make a mistake that far to distinctive getup. It's the masked magician.
Wolf!
The man in the mask. There's no mistaking that person. The masked freak who had been getting in our way, calling himself the malevolent masked magician. There isn't one of the days we've encountered him before. There is no reason to let him go.
Sorry, Al, but we'll talk later.
Oh, yes. Excuse us, Sir Al.
I grab the surprised Rem's hand and start running, leaving Al behind. I can't lose sight of Rem. We fiercely chase after the black-clad man. All we can do now is run.
So that's how it is. I don't believe it. Makes me sick.
What? What's wrong with you, Al? You're such a chill dude.
Damn it. Where'd he get off to?
We find ourselves in a back alley after chasing the masked man. This place shouldn't have any other outlets, but there's no sight of that conspicuous figure.
There's just no way.
Subaru, please calm down. Who exactly are you looking for?
A man with a mask.
A huge guy dressed in black. His name is Wolf. He's an enemy of ours.
I instinctively respond to Rem, immediately clutching my chest after. For a moment, I'm worried that divulging such information would have that mysterious hand wrapped around my heart again, but
Nothing.
when I try to reveal my return by death ability, my heart is punished by unseen hands. The pain is far beyond imagination, but it seems like I'm safe this time. I still don't understand what triggers as a penalty. As irritating as it is, I continue speaking to Rem as she stares at me in wonder.
I know this is sudden, but he's super dangerous. If we don't stop him, we all could be in danger.
Damn it. I'm not being very persuasive. I don't have any evidence of what I'm saying, so I had to convince her somehow, but I can't figure out the right words to say. I need to persuade God, what did I just say? I need to persuade Rem somehow, and
Very well.
Huh?
I guess that worked out.
We need to apprehend this dangerous man, correct? Then we should
hurry. As I rack my brain trying to find the words to convince her, Rem answers me with an earnest look in her eyes. In an instant, I become embarrassed at myself. Rem trusts in me. That's why she doesn't need any detailed explanation. And even I couldn't do something as boorish as point out such a thing here and now.
Yeah, let's go. But it's way too dangerous to split up. We should...
Fueled by Rem's enthusiasm, I'm ready to resume our pursuit. But at the moment, our conversation over, I turned around to give chase, but for a brief moment, I catch a whiff of something sweet. My mind goes blank. Oh, gosh dang it. I wish there was a way to go back. Wait, hold on. I can pause. Right? No, I can't. I can't view the... Alright.
No way! Huh? What?
Don't you dare!
Rem went demon mode. Rem pulls me by the collar, intercepting the surprise attack with her Morning Star. It came with your fucking Morning Star. You have Una! A sharp metallic sound rings out as Wolf spirals into the ground in the alley. He looks at us with a mask that hides his true expression.
Woo, not bad. But why are you chasing me? I'll be pretty insulted if you think I'm suspicious just because of how I look, you know.
I was just talking to someone who looked pretty suspicious. But your sketchiness is on a whole different level. Children would get scared and cry seeing someone like you roam the streets at night. We're gonna drag you to a guard station right now.
Whoa there. That's a bit irrational. Just leave me be.
How many masks do you have, man?
The royal capital's a lively and splendid place. What's wrong with cutting loose and dressing up like this from time to time? That's really all there is to it.
How do you switch your mask without other people seeing your actual face? Wolf spreads his arms and shrugs his way of showing he doesn't harbor any hostility. And if you put mask over the other one, how do you see? Because some may block off the sight. Of course, I know not to let my guard down around him, so I don't fall for his act.
Rem, be careful. He may say that, but...
Please, be at ease, Subaru. Rem will not lend an ear to the words of an enemy.
Oh.
With that, Rem steps forward. Before I know it, her trusty Morning Star has clutched firmly in her hands.
You're carrying around something pretty scary there, little girl. You should explain to the guy behind you I'm not here to fight.
Is that all you have to say?
What?
Yeah.
As you can see, it is difficult for Rem to hold back, so it would be wise to speak your last words while you can.
That's your last word?
I see. Yeah, you're even worse than that guy. Your inability to listen to others is really troubling. If you won't let me go, then I don't really have much of a choice. Let's have at it!
Wolf makes the first move as the words leave his lip. He draws in his spread hands, using the momentum to launch out some seemingly ordinary knives. But with 10 or 20 of them, it goes without saying how deadly they could be. With a short breath, Rem swings the chain of her Morning Star, knocking away all the daggers. A shrill sound echoes in the alley. We manage to get through the enemy's first move, signaling the start of a battle.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
You speak too much. Shut your noisy mouth.
A fierce battle breaks out between Wolf, who seems to be enjoying the fight, and Rem, who doesn't hide her rage for her opponent. Blow for blow, all I can do is watch.
Oh, am I stupid? Don't just assume all I can do is watch. Find some way to help.
The fight between Rem and Wolf seesaws back and forth. At the very least, an amateur has no way to tell the small details, revealing which side has the advantage. Though, it doesn't take a professional to tell who won once the dust settles. And at that point, it'll be too late to try to turn the tables.
Prevent that from happening.
I can't be careless here and get in the Rem's way. I keep that in mind and scrutinize how Wolf fights. This may be a strange way to put it, but when Rem swings her Morning Star around, it's as vicious as a small-scale tempest. Wolf uses only his body movements to evade their attacks, and just when you think a hit will land, he defiantly avoids it, and a quick flick of a dagger to impact. Seeing as the dagger won't break, his precise control over the strength is beyond proficient. His skills would be considered first class or an acrobatic feat. Sometimes he'll even throw a dagger with such speed and precision as Rem aggressively closes in on him. They're perfect rivals. No, even looking at it in a based light, Wolf is in a slight advantage. In other words, if I don't step in, Rem will lose. I can't just stand here and not do anything, that's why.
Hey, Wolf! Over here!
Huh?
Subaru! No, you must stay back!
Rem and Wolf tense up once they hear me shout and see me moving about. Rem grows frantic and Wolf laughs, just as a mask portrays.
Stepped out of line, fool. You'll regret this.
Immediately after Wolf says this, a dagger is thrown straight at me. To a congenital non-fighter like me, it just looks like a white flash. The sight of my corpse after a dagger digs straight into my forehead with no way to stop it flickers in my mind.
Subaru!
But it's just my
Two
imagination.
knife throwers all aim for the forehead.
I quickly pull an APA out of my pocket, barely managing to block the dagger from lodging into my skull. A gamble paid off. I figured he'd take a stab at me if I showed him an opening. That he'd try to shake up Rem by doing so. But the outcome worked in my favor. Now,
Take this! 9 shots per second! Endless flash photography attack! What?
I'd taken my cell phone out with the APA. Wait. Oh, yeah. He took... Okay. I pointed at Wolf, then activate its camera, A white light cuts through the dark alleyway, assaulting our masked foe. Trying to blind him won't be that effective with his mask on, but it'll surely give us a chance at an attack.
Prepare yourself!
His movements interrupt. Rem slams her Morningstar into him. The spike ball collides into Wolf with incredible momentum as he stands still, then sends him flying away. He flips and tumbles, and I know just how much damage was inflicted on his body, having experienced such a blow myself. That single strike managed to obliterate half my body. It goes without saying that Wolf won't fare very well either. Wolf crashes into the wall in the alley, slumping over. He doesn't move or cry out in pain.
Did we do it?
It was a direct hit, but we should not let our guard down.
Rem looks tense, not letting her guard down as she moves closer to Wolf. Her cautionary reaction is the right approach. We can't mess up here.
He might have an ability that lets him steal mana from his opponent. Be careful.
Steal mana. Understood. Then...
Heeding my warning, Rem stops in her tracks and raises her Morningstar. She most likely intends on hitting him from the distance, delivering the killing blow. That way, it's probably the best choice right now. If possible, I'd like to talk to him and find out who hired him and who he's involved with, but he isn't someone who can be taken so lightly. That's why Rem's decision is the right one. This assassin should be dealt with right here and now.
You can close your eyes if you wish, Subaru. This is Rem's duty.
Rem tells me as much without turning around, ramping up my fright as the scene. I want to say I'm fine, but I know better than anyone that it would be nothing but me trying to put on a strong front. The sound of chains fills my ears. Rem is about to deliver the final blow.
What?
I won't die. Not here.
Gollum? Wolf's muscles grind together as he pulls his strength, standing up, muttering the whole
I
time.
commend your perseverance, but I will not allow you to do any more harm.
Rem raises her Morningstar, a sign that she doesn't plan on letting Wolf have his way. Right before she strains hell on him, that sweet fragrance tickles my nose. It's the same scent that alerted me to Wolf's original attack. It all happens at a moment. Drawn by a sweet sense, I turn my head and notice a red light appearing. I realize it's fire, and it's head straight for Rem's defenseless back. I immediately jump onto Rem's back, pushing her light body out of the way. She screams, looking at me in shock, her blue eyes reflected light as they open wide. Then fire magic. In an instant, my body is engulfed. Oh no, Subaru! Oh god.
Shout as I fall and roll around on the ground. The fire, these bright flames, burn my body straight down to my very soul. I'm no
Ah,
longer
poor
alive.
Subaru.
My skin is incinerated, my flesh bursts open, and my organs boil inside me. It's hot. So very hot. Scorching sensation swallows me whole.
Who burnt him?
Subaru! No!
Oh, poor Rem. As I burn.
Voice reaches what's
Oh.
left of my ears. A pale glow appears, cold water pouring all over my filleted body. The cool relief is gone as quickly as it washed over me. The water evaporates instantaneously, swallowed by the flames erupting off me. My body continues to fry. My arms, legs, and face are beyond repair.
No, stop! Please just...
Pale hands shake my broiling body. Naturally, the flames dance upon the hands too. It must be excruciating. Yet they refuse refuse to let go. Despite being beyond the point of no return, they try to rescue me. Please, I'm begging you. Just stop. Worry about yourself. If you don't...
Superhero! Superhero!
Just don't die, Rem.
If you don't...
If I die in this world, I'll promise to protect you in the next reality. Because technically he goes into another reality when he respawns.
If you don't, the villain behind you will... The voice stops calling for me. Have my eardrums been completely fried? Or did something happen to the voice's owner?
Wolf killed her.
I hope it's just my ears. Please, just let it be my ears. Don't let harm befall the crying girl. Please. I must ensure her victory. Please, tell me it's just my ears that aren't working. Please. Please.
Poor Subaru. Return to ashes. Yeah, I'll save the progress.
Let's jot that down.
Restart. Loop 4, guys. Loop 4. Wow. Day 3, loop 4, actually. We didn't go back to day 1, I guess? Alright. Well, I think that's where I'm going to leave off this episode. Dang. We dealt with Priscilla. We got burnt alive. That was... Oh my gosh. I don't want to deal with that again. This episode was deep. Scary, but deep. And ow, ow, why'd you do that? That's Rim, not Rom. But yeah, as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoy the series. I'll have another video out tomorrow. And bye-bye.